On behalf of Boone County, Illinois, Growth Dimensions would like to thank you for joining us today to learn about the Enterprise Zone process for the Belvidere Boone County Enterprise Zone. The process to apply for the benefits available within the Enterprise Zone is pretty simple. This video will take you through how to determine if your property is located within the Enterprise Zone, what the application looks like, where to obtain building permits, and how to use your building materials sales tax exemption certificate. The reporting process is covered in a separate video. Before filling out the application, you will want to determine if your property is located within the Belvidere Boone County Enterprise Zone. Simply go to the Growth Dimensions website. Under the navigation menu, you'll see a section called Site Selection. Under that section, click on Enterprise Zone. That will take you to the Enterprise Zone information page, and the map is located at the very top. You can also use the URL shown on this slide. We'll walk you through the process together. When you come to the Enterprise Zone page, simply scroll down just a tad, and you'll come to the Belvidere Boone County Enterprise Zone map. Here, you can type in your property address, or if you have the parcel ID number, you can put that in as well. So once you have your address in, simply click on the search icon, and you will see that it is within the Enterprise Zone. That's signified by it being in yellow. Short note, there are a couple of different things that show on this map. So to avoid any confusion, I would suggest going over to Layer List on this page and simply clicking off the Boone Opportunity Zone, because that's a different color and sometimes it overlays the Enterprise Zone. So this will avoid any confusion. As you can see, the Enterprise Zone is all shown in yellow, and any areas that are not in yellow are not included in the Enterprise Zone. For instance, let's say you had a property that ended up at this address. This would not be part of that Enterprise Zone. So as you can see, it is pretty simple to determine if you are in the Enterprise Zone or not within Belvidere and Boone County. Now, if you are a contractor or subcontractor, more than likely the property has already been verified by the property owner. And that is why you're learning about this today. Now that you have determined that the property is located within the Belvidere Boone County Enterprise Zone, you're now ready to fill out the application. The application can be found on the same webpage as the Enterprise Zone map we just viewed, under the section labeled Getting Started. The application is a means of helping us and the state identify the activities, costs, investment, and job creation associated with your project. This information is reported to the state of Illinois to track and maintain the benefits you receive as part of the Enterprise Zone. This information is also used at a local level to apply property tax abatements if eligible. The property owner is responsible for page 1. Each party, whether it be the property owner, contractor, or subcontractors, need to fill out and sign page 2 separately. This allows us to process a building materials exemption certificate for each party who will be purchasing materials for this project. We can walk through the application step by step in a separate video titled Completing and Submitting an Enterprise Zone Application. Prior to Growth Dimensions processing the Enterprise Zone application, we will need to capture the date the permit was issued for the project. And by permit, I mean building permit. Once Growth Dimensions receives your Enterprise Zone application, we will connect with the building department where the permit will be issued to let them know that you are now eligible for the half-cost permit. Then we can proceed to issue the building material exemption certificate when they give us the building permit date. We have a quick reference on the slide to show where to go for your permits, dependent on where your property is located. Once the application is completed, we will process the application with the state of Illinois. And again, this is after we receive the building permit date. This allows us to generate a building materials exemption certificate. Each party involved in the project, meaning the property owner, contractor, and subcontractors who are purchasing materials for this project, will receive their own certificate. They cannot be used by any other entity than the one that is on the name of the certificate. Please note, the property owner will receive a copy of all contractor and subcontractor certificates for their records. When purchasing eligible materials within Illinois, you will be eligible for sales tax exemption. You must give a copy of the certificate to each vendor or business you purchase materials from. So be sure to have multiple copies ready. Sellers are not required by law to accept the building materials exemption certificate, but we rarely run into that since the seller is not losing any of their profits. You will notice on the certificate that there is an expiration date, and you will see that right here. If that date draws near and the project will be remaining open for a longer period of time, simply contact Growth Dimensions at 815-547-4252 or by email at office@growthdimensions.org, and we can extend the date of the certificate out. We process those at no additional cost and send you an updated copy. When the project is completed, there will be additional reporting, which is covered in another video. If you have any questions on the application process or any other Enterprise Zone topics, please contact Growth Dimensions at 815-547-4252 or by email at office@growthdimensions.org.